Welcome back to the channel, My Latin Life, where we unravel the secrets of living abroad. Today, we're going to talk about France, which we don't talk about much, and we're going to focus on the VLS-TS Visiteur visa. If the allure of French cafes, strolling along the Seine River, or the charm of French villages has ever called to you, this visa might be your ticket to live that dream. Let's start with the basics. The VLS-TS Visiteur Visa, or the Visa de long séjour valant titre de séjour visiteur, is designed for those who wish to stay in France for more than 3 months without engaging in professional activities. This visa is perfect for retirees, digital nomads, or anyone with sufficient income who wants to immerse themselves in French culture for an extended period of time, move to France, retire to France, all that good stuff, right? So this is kind of the French equivalent to maybe Spain's non-lucrative visa, which we also have a video on, or the Italy ERV visa, which we also have a video on, right? So to qualify, you need to demonstrate that you can support yourself financially without working in France. The French government requires proof of income that's at least equivalent to the French minimum wage, which is around 1,400 euros net per month, or around 16,000 euros annually. Okay, and this probably will go up every year with inflation. This income can come from pensions, investments, rental income, CDs, annuities, bonds, basically any non-employment sources. So earned income is not going to work. Income from a job is not going to work. It really needs to be some kind of passive income. Okay? You're also going to need comprehensive health insurance that covers you in France for the entire duration of your stay. And if you work with MyLatinLife, we can get you the visa, and we can also recommend the health coverage that you're going to need. So let's talk about the application process, what it's going to look like for you. So the process kicks off at a French consulate or embassy in your country of residence. Basically, it starts in your home country, much like the Spain non-lucrative visa. You're going to prepare a dossier that includes your passport, proof of income, health insurance, proof of accommodation in France, whether you own a property, have a rental agreement, or are hosted by someone, and other documents like a criminal background check, right, to show that you have no criminal record. If you can't think of how you're going to get an address in France, don't worry. We can provide an address for you as part of the process. Okay? So basically, you're going to craft a narrative where every document tells a part of your story about why you should be living in France, why you want to live in France, retire in France. Okay? Upon approval, you'll receive a VLS-TS visa sticker in your passport. It'll be like literally affixed to your passport book, valid for 1 year. This visa serves as a temporary residence permit. But there's one crucial step once you arrive in France, which is validating it. So within 3 months of entering the country, you must validate your visa online via the French Office for Immigration and Integration, OFII website. This step includes paying a fee of around 200 euros and might involve a medical examination. Healthcare is really good in France, by the way, for at least for European standards. And so living in France under the VLS-TS Visiteur visa means you're not just visiting, you're partaking in French life, you're getting a residence visa to live essentially permanently in France. It needs to be renewed, but that's kind of the idea. You'll have access to French healthcare, you can open a bank account, and enjoy the freedom to travel within the Schengen area. But remember, this visa explicitly prohibits professional work, so your income must remain passive. After your visa's first year, you can apply for renewal, which involves another visit to the prefecture for a residence permit called a carte de séjour. If your circumstances remain unchanged, this can be renewed annually. After 5 years of continuous residency, you could apply for permanent residency. and after 10 years, perhaps even French citizenship, subject to other requirements like language proficiency and integration into French society. That's for citizenship though, but hopefully after 10 years in France, you'd have a pretty good understanding of the French language, at least enough to pass, B1-ish level in French. Okay, so very similar to the Italy ERV visa in the sense that you renew it every year, and then after 5 years, permanent residency, and then after 10 years, citizenship. Okay. However, here's where the French bureaucratic dance begins. Each prefecture might have its own nuances, and the process can be intricate. Patience and preparedness are your best allies. Also, having someone advocating for you that speaks the language is really, really going to help. Okay. In summary, the VLS-TS visitor visa opens the door to living in France, tasting life at a French tempo, and embracing a culture where art, food, and philosophy intertwine. Wine as well, very good wine. And it's for those who dream of a life in France supported by their own means without the stress of local employment. So I think this visa is perfect for American and Canadian retirees, people who want to live somewhere civilized, great lifestyle, lower cost of living compared to North America, and a little bit of adventure too, right? I think France is the country in the world with the most castles per capita. So every little town in France is just like super beautiful, lots of stuff to do, historic sites. I think it's a great place to retire and, visit museums and drink wine and really live that lifestyle and enjoy a life of leisure. You've earned it. So thank you for joining me on this exploration of the French VLS-TS visitor visa. If this has sparked your interest in making France your home, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and don't forget to turn on notifications. If you think this visa might work for you, or you're actively considering different European retirement visas or passive income visas, book a call with us. There's going to be a link in the description where you can start the engagement, become our client. We can get things going with this France visa, and we can also look at your situation and determine if instead we might want to do the Spain visa, which works for other people's situations, or the Italy visa, because at the end of the day, you're going to get access to the whole Schengen zone, so we can really help you kind of compare, contrast, break down what makes the most sense for you, and most importantly, get the process started to get that residency visa in your hands and get you living that life in Europe as quickly as possible. Cool. Au revoir for now, and here's to living your French dream. See you in the next video.